All right, everyone, we need to talk about Sambrinton again. You know, Biden's nuclear energy diversity hire. He's in charge at a fairly high level of nuclear energy development within the United States, a role that literally provides him security clearance, by the way, with regards to documents related to nuclear energy. I recall that when Trump was revealed to have documents related to foreign nuclear energy sources, everyone flipped out and thought it was a national security threat. Now we find out that someone that Biden hired appears to be a kleptomaniac. And again, he has clearance to classified nuclear documents. So kleptomania and nuclear energy systems, probably not the greatest of pairings. Sambrinton has a warrant out for his arrest on felony theft charges yet again. 8 days after the first charges, of course, he was in Minneapolis airport and he stole a woman's luggage. He claimed originally that he wasn't aware that it wasn't his luggage. He's like, oh shit, sorry about that. You know, I was tired after a red-eye flight, and you know, I didn't realize it looked similar to my luggage, and then I didn't report it at first because I was afraid. You know, you're a Biden official. You're not going to get any fucking trouble. By the way, will not face any jail time for these felony charges. Probably they'll be tossed out. Just like Sambrinton should be tossed out of the administration. I think that's rather important. But he's done it again in Las Vegas, only a week later. Yeah, the dude does not have problems. Or the Zier, or I'm not even sure at this point. I think Brinton just cross-dresses. I don't think that labeled, I don't know. I don't even know at this point with the fucking administration. I mean, you're trading basketball players for arms dealers that are certain to get back into the game and at the very least inform and fund other arms dealers, making the world a less safe place. By the way, yes, I admit it, NATO countries do that too. But I think that all the arms dealers should be stymied. I think that everyone in the world should have Second Amendment rights that are absolute. Shouldn't need to be arms dealers. You should be able to go to a vending machine and get an RPG, and I am serious when I suggest such a thing. Shouldn't be any need for arms dealers. Guns and explosives and shit should be everywhere. I know, I want a crate of frag grenades. That'd be fun. I can use them to clear stumps and shit like that. People literally used TNT for that back in the day. Back in the 19th century, things were a little bit more libertarian and laid back with regards to deadly devices. Sambrinton clearly has not learned his lesson. He's done it now 2 times, which means that in the first case, I hope he realizes. I hope that Brinton realizes. You've just done it again, a little more than a week later. Your original defense in the first case that is in Minnesota is that you did it by accident and that you returned the luggage reluctantly because you were afraid, specifically because you're like, oh shit, they're going to think I stole luggage, even though we have security footage of you cutting the tags off. So clearly that's horseshit. You knew that it wasn't yours. Your defense has just completely been undercut because you can't possibly justify a second instance of having done so with the first case. This is going to be used as a precedent, potentially for prosecutorial purposes. At the bare minimum, Sambrinton should be stripped of security clearance and should be out of a fucking job. I'll tell you why Biden is reluctant at least to do that. It will look unwoke. Well, Brinton says that it was an accident. You know, their leftoids will actually accept it because Brinton is, I don't know, non-binary or something like that, and wears a dress and stuff. It ticks all the woke boxes. So if you punish Brinton in any way, Biden looks like the old racist white man. He's just doing this. He's throwing Brinton under the bus because it's not a white male or something like that. Now, clearly, that's the reverse of reality. It's a total 180 from how the Biden administration has functioned. Kamala was chosen for the color of her skin, not the content of her character. Buttigieg was a small-town fucking mayor for a while. Somehow he's transport secretary because he's gay. You'll notice that the people that got passed over for these promotion roles within the administration typically don't check as many woke boxes as people that he put in those positions. At least in some positions. VP, transport sec, nuclear officials. The problem is this. If Brinton were caught smoking hash or something, which is legal in D.C. anyway, let's say he pulled a grinner. He was trying to bring marijuana across the state border. I wouldn't really care about that. Nobody fucking gives a shit. You know, you ran a red light, a DUI or something like that. Maybe it shows poor judgment, but kleptomania, which is clearly what we're seeing here, does not mix well with security clearance. Don't you have a psychological vetting process for people that are involved in the nuclear energy regulatory structure? Again, it's like with the racist shark debacle from the other day. It's not so important if you want to wokeify marine biology. Yeah, you'll make less progress as a nation in that particular field of science, but it doesn't cause a nuclear plant to melt down. But if you staff a nuclear plant with people that are not qualified simply because you insist that that particular nuclear energy plant be more diverse, be a more inclusive workspace, so you've got people there that were handpicked not because of their scientific expertise or their work ethic or anything about their character other than the way that they look or what religion they practice, that's a problem. Then you end up with a Homer Simpson situation. Yeah, don't worry, the dangers of nuclear energy are vastly overrated. If I choose to make a TikTok video right now dancing around in the control room randomly pressing buttons, I'm sure that it won't trigger any problems. It won't shut down a generator or flood everything with borated water or anything like that. No, the plant won't shut down or melt down or have some other issue going on leading to a 3 Mile Island situation. No, that won't happen. It's perfectly fine. A person that's going to have access to anything classified, especially with regards to such a key part of our energy infrastructure, should not be a kleptomaniac. Fuck Brinton's personal identity. If this were some white straight male, his last name is his name is like Hans Gruberthorpe or something. He's the grandson of some nuclear scientist from Operation Paperclip, and he went to Harvard and got 3 PhDs. I still don't want them to be a kleptomaniac. What if Brinton is habitually stealing nuclear documents? Maybe they need to raid the house and see, hey, is there other shit that's stolen here? I bet you'd find that these are not 2 isolated incidents. These are just 2 incidents in which Sambrinton happened to be caught. The criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Apparently airports are prime target number 1. This is goddamn ludicrous and it needs to be fixed. That's about all. Peace out.